Hello, my name is David with Winning Solutions. We hope this video will be all the help you need. Are you trying to create an Access database, but find that it is too much work, or you could be doing something more productive with your time? WSI can do all the hard work for you. Just contact us via the information below this video. We will work with you to determine how much time and money will be needed to build your new database. If you'd prefer to have your database built with .NET, Microsoft SQL Server, so you can run it on your Windows desktop or anywhere in a web browser, we could do that too.
So we're going to make a brief video here about restoring SQL Server databases. So I have the database, the Northwind, I have to refresh it, looks like. So we have the Northwind database, and this is a kind of a standard database that comes with SQL Server that comes with it. Now we're going to pretend that I've just made a new version of it on another machine. I made a backup of that. Now I need to restore that file, the new version, to this machine. Okay, so I mean, in fact, they're actually the same. I didn't want to bother going through and making changes, but let's pretend it is. But we have a new version that's in a backup file, and we need to restore it. Okay, no problem. So what we're going to do is, oh, wait a second. They're both named Northwind. I can't overwrite them, right? So let's rename this one first. Never really a big fan of doing things like this. Because we've seen client projects like this where you rename tables old, old one, old two. Next thing you know, you got 20 copies of one table and you can't tell which one's the newest. But be that as it may. So we were able to rename the file without any problem. Okay, so let's go ahead now, and we're going to go to databases. We're going to restore, and we're going to do device, not database. If it's from a file, it's device. All right, so we're going to go to our backup media. Except we have the data here. And here's Northwest back. Okay. Now, so I'm going to go ahead and we should be able to restore, right? Because we renamed that. No, we can't. Because we forget that the files themselves. So you ask, where is Northwind on the disk? It's got to be physically stored somewhere. SQL Server Manager is where we manage it, but right here. We didn't rename these two. Northwind. So basically, what's happening is the backup and the original may have different names in SQL Server, but the data files themselves still have the same names. So we're going to have to do something about this. Now, you might be thinking, well, I could just rename these to old as well. That's not going to work. Windows actually would let me do that. Administrator permission. It would actually let me do that, but if I tried to restore it now, it's still going to say there's a Northwind that I can't override. Why? Because the backup file has the name Northwind MDF in it. I can't get around that. So let's go ahead and let's make this back. Now we could do this several ways. We could also go in here and restore. I could change the files. I mean, I can name this Northwind 2, Northwind Log 2, but that's also personally something I don't want to get into, because next thing you'll have Northwind 3, Northwind 4, you'll have all these old copies, and if you have a large database, it's like, a couple of gigabytes big, that can really add up. So we're not going to do that. I want the new database to have Northwind. So what we can do, instead of worrying about that, what we're going to do is we're going to detach the database. Now, what does detaching do? Well, basically, you have the hard files, as we just saw, the MDF, LDF, and you have the database in SQL Server. What we're doing is we're kind of severing that relationship. We're not actually deleting anything. So just drop up, I'm going to check these boxes just to be on the safe side, drop connections, update statistics. Okay, now, that took care of it. Now, you notice it disappeared, but it's not gone. It's not gone. If we go back to data, and I'm going to refresh just to show you. See, Northwind, MDF, and LDF are still there. If I deleted, then those files will be gone. But so these physical files are still there. It's just the database, they're no longer being used. We've detached the SQL database from the data files. So now I should be able to go through and rename these. Because I do want to keep both copies, but I want the new database to still have Northwind MDF. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. I still want the new one to have the Northwind MDF and LDF. I'm talking and typing at the same time. So what am I going to do with those files? Nothing. I'm just going to leave them there. There's no reason really why I have to put the old database back. As a matter of fact, I didn't make a backup of the old one, but that's not really important because I have the data files here. What I really want to do is I want to keep the old database, but I want to restore the new database, and I want to use the same file names, Northwind. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to databases, restore database, and again, we're going to go to device, and we're going to go to our folder, Northwind. Now this has Northwind, MDF, and LDF, but those files are gone, so there's nothing to overwrite. We'll say overwrite just to be on the safe side, but there's really nothing to overwrite there. So we'll be able to just see now it's restored successfully, and now I have Northwind. This is the new version. I'm not going to name this Northwind New, but at least we know now that we've put the new version on there, yet we've saved the old version, not in a backup, but we have the data files if we should ever need to reattach them. So that's how you can restore a newer version of your database while still keeping the old one. So I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. We hope this video was all the help you needed for your Access database. If you are struggling to create an Access database that does what you need it to do, and just want someone to make that happen for you, that is the business we are in. Our contact information is below the video. You can reach out to us, and we will work with you to determine how long it will take and how much it will cost to get your database up and going. If the time and cost are acceptable to you, WSI will get to work and make your database vision a reality. Perhaps Microsoft.NET or MS SQL Server would be the better choices for your new database, so it can run on your Windows desktop or anywhere in a web browser. WSI will help you make this determination if you like. Again, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day.